I think for the sake of context, it might be worth to have you introduce yourself, which I didn't feel the need to do with anyone else so far. But hey,
Oh,
your
wow,
name, your, I guess, relevance for this topic. Feel free
Okay,
to introduce
question.
yourself.
What if I am not relevant? What do
Listen,
I do
just
then?
pretend that you are, okay?
Okay. Uh, I'm Nateoh. I'm a washed up top 500 player who quit the game for a couple months,
Tracer
abandoned my
abuser.
buddy Cliff, Tracer abuser. Yes, indeed. Um, and then I came back recently and I've been playing a little bit of quick play. I used to run a Dirty Bomb channel, if anyone remembers that game. It's dead now, by the way.
F's in chat.
And
Mhm.
F's in chat, yeah. And
Yep.
that's me. I'm Nateoh, best friend of Cliff ever.
I think because last time when I talked to Echo, we also said in that same video that rank doesn't really matter, but the context was that you should focus more on your improvement than your rank. And I think it's important for the audience because when I talk to somebody like, Nathan, Ragtag, Frito from your Overwatch, pretty much everyone that knows my channel probably also knows their channels, but because Echo and you don't have that massive following, I think it's important to just have this groundwork laid down of like why would people even remotely care about your opinion, except for you can or cannot care about anyone's opinion. But yeah, the whole like multi-season top 500 thing, it's just a reference of experience of like, hey, these players have
Yeah.
been at the top multiple times. And I guess with that long introduction, we can finally get into the topic. And the topic is losing hope in Overwatch. What made you lose hope, and what could potentially make you come back?
Oh man, game is doo doo. I I really don't know. It was just probably playing a lot of ranked because at the time I was able to dedicate stupid amounts of my time towards the end of my days to play ranked. So I'd be playing like 5 to 6 hours a day, and anybody who's played this game can tell you that is not something you want to do for your mental health because it's horrible. And I wouldn't play with anyone ever. Well, I mean, I would, but whenever I was trying to
Rarely.
climb, it'd be solo queue.
Yeah.
It'd be solo queue the entire time. And just being in that environment every single day, it really does get to you. Uh, and this is something that Frito actually talked about in his response to Seagull's video
Mhm.
about how ultimates have gotten to the point where it's like it doesn't matter. It's all about the ult economy now. You can't outplay. There's
Mhm.
a lot of hard counters in the game. Coincidentally, I left the game around the time Baguette came out, and as a Tracer main, that did not bode well for me.
Was it really
So,
coincidence at this point, or was it like a
no, buddy,
strategic move?
that was a strategic move. Yeah, absolutely.
I do think that
I
there's a lot of validity to doing that, to be honest, because when I stopped playing was, when I was starting to lose hope was when dive was very prevalent, and I also mostly solo and duoed, and dive for Zenyatta is kind of like, if
yeah.
your team is worse at dive, you're just dead constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Zenyatta was like a core part of a lot of these compositions, and it's not like he wasn't powerful, I just got annoyed with the fact that I would die over and over again without being able to do anything. Because if there's Genji,
Yeah.
Tracer, Diva, Winston on you, you're literally just dead. So I think
And
that
if you can't play the hero you're best at, like you're not gonna climb.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, for one, if you really care about your rank and you want to rank up, then that's obviously a big no-no. But also for me, for my personal enjoyment, like, I do enjoy playing like the entire roster of heroes except for probably Pharah and Mercy. That's just something about these heroes I don't like playing. But
There's something about Mercy you don't like playing her for. Huh?
I mean, the thing is that people will see my gameplay in the background of like, hey, I'm playing all these kinds of heroes because I love mystery heroes, and mystery heroes has pushed me to try the
Oh,
entire roster of heroes, which is great. But when I feel super competitive, I just like any other player want to play what I'm best at, and I'm not good at like 29 heroes at this point. I'm good at Zenyatta, I'm good at Anna, and if I can't play these heroes and still have fun while competing, I won't play the game. And Overwatch is this type of game where the meta is ever evolving. We keep saying that, but nobody really thinks about what an ever evolving meta means. I think it's gonna be a lot like World of Warcraft, where in WoW, classes take turns being broken and overpowered in PvP. Everyone has their time to shine, and Overwatch is kind of the same. So if it's not your time for your hero to be OP in the meta, then you might as well just take a break, I guess.
It was really unlucky because Tracer was never not meta until my
Yeah.
came around. Like
And that's
Tracer,
why this outbreak was there.
Yeah.
Like, people were outraged that Genji and Tracer, who were meta forever, essentially, suddenly couldn't be played anymore. That's rough.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't want to say I missed the game, but after coming back to it, yeah, I did miss playing it. But man, this meta is the worst. I hate this meta. Man,
I
you
can
you were
see
talking, yeah, you were talking with Nate. Wow, wait,
Wow.
Nateson.
Nateson, yes.
I'm Nateoh. You're talking Nateson about
Mhm.
how he flexes on all the different heroes.
Mm.
If you want to get to the highest rank possible, you need to focus on one hero that you're good at.
Yeah.
Not just one type of, like, not just support. You want to focus on one hero. Now, I might be a little biased in saying that because I played nothing but Tracer and coincidentally got to 4,500, but I truly do believe if you want to get to the best place you can be, you got to focus on one hero.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't bode well for the 5 other people on your team if you're playing like garbage on that one hero, or if that hero does not come in line with, what they want to play, especially in this meta. Like, if I went into a game and I picked Tracer, oh god, dude, I would get yelled at for 30 minutes straight about how it's a throw pick, and rightfully so, because it is a throw pick. Like, I can't do well on Tracer in this meta if they have a baguette,
Yeah. It's
because it's a
rough.
hard counter.
And this, I don't want to. I will link the seagull video in the description below because, quite frankly, it feels like the entire community is talking about it anyway. And for the few of you guys who wonder, like, what do people mean when they say the seagull video? Essentially, he made this like 20-minute, 30-minute long video. I don't remember, about what makes Overwatch very frustrating to play. And I don't think there were a lot of revelations per se. And it's not about what he says; it's more about who says it. Because Seagull is a Blizzard-approved streamer, an ex-pro player, and he is known for always being this, like, outgoing and very
positive mental attitude.
Exactly. And if you have a player like that speak out against what the game has become, and that resonates with a lot of people, then yeah, just releasing another hero and nothing else is not going to fix that.
Yeah,
It's got to do something, man.
Man, power creep too. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. You think about the things that launch that could one-hit kill you?
What was
see
there?
here.
Charge.
M-
Reinhardt
yeah,
charge?
Reinhardt charge, Widowmaker headshot, or
Mhm.
body shot if you're Zen or Tracer. Feels bad, man. I'm struggling to think of really anything else that could one-shot you.
Hanzo
But if you
headshot, I
think of-
guess.
Yeah, Hanzo headshot, but oh god, man, the football-sized hitboxes. I remember that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You could literally headshot
They're-
somebody around the
oh.
corner with an arrow. It's kind of crazy.
There's so much damage going out now. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
We talked about that yesterday, where I finally thought I figured out why I was getting worse at Ana. For anyone who hasn't heard this story yet, despite me saying it often on the channel, I started off in Platinum back in Season 2, got Diamond that same season, and then already High Masters the next season, because I did the same thing that Nate described. I focused on the heroes I was good at, and I played 90% Ana and like 10% Zenyatta, and eventually that swapped more to a 50-50, and eventually 90-10 in favor of Zen. But I ranked up really quickly in this game because I too focused on what I just happened to be good at, which was Ana and Zenyatta. And balance is like such a weird thing to talk about, because when I think about my climb from starting in Platinum to getting to High Masters, it's not like I was becoming better as I rank up. I played these heroes, got better really, really quickly, and my rank eventually adjusted to it. So I was stomping a lot of games, and I think a lot of people have that same feeling when they try to rank up, where once you figure out what you're good at and you have like cracked the code essentially, you're gonna start ranking up very, very rapidly until you hit that ceiling. And then my journey from 3.8 to 4K was a bit more difficult. And I think it's always a spectrum, right? You're never just a 4.1K player, for example. It's always like
There's a lot of variance.
3.7 to 4.1K, and especially the players who are around that like 4K mark like to imagine they're better because Masters is bad, blah blah blah. And yeah, Masters is not a great rank. You made a video about that, but
That's really sad.
yeah,
When
like
you
top
consider it's like, what,
3%.
top 3%
God.
of players are bad. Lol.
I hate thinking about that because my games have been so bad. I haven't even placed this season yet. Man, it's bad.
Yeah, I think I played 6 placement games. I won all of them too. I won every single one of my placement games. And I was like, I don't
Not
want
feeling it.
to do it. Yeah, dude, not my cup of tea. But I was Masters player actually until I peaked out at like 3.7, 3.8 on McCree, which is weird because I was like one of the top McCrees on Overbuff in season 2. But after that, I switched to Tracer, and within like a week, I was at 4,200, 4,300.
Yeah.
Just because Tracer's so easy to abuse. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how many people, like, if you had the same thing happen to you, leave a comment down below, tell us your story. Like, what did you start playing? What did you realize you were good at, and how quickly did it help you to rank up? Because it can't just be us two, right? Like, that has to be a more common thing.
Well, no, but there's probably a large. I mean, if you think about how many people actually group up to play ranked, it's probably very, very tiny compared to the people who just solo queue and probably don't talk to anybody ever, like outside of the game. And I imagine a lot of those players are similar to us, where they have, you know, the couple, maybe even one hero that they want to play, and then they peaked out, and they picked up another one, and they got a little bit further. I'm sure it's a common occurrence. I'm sure it's not just us.
I've also heard a
They
similar
just
story
probably
from Echo, to be honest.
Yeah, I bet. Oh man, Lucio God. Lucio's actually DPS though.
Yeah, as Echo even said, if you just add one more damage per bullet, he's already gonna be broken.
Dude.
He's gonna be literally an
broken.
assassin, dude.
God, ranked, man.
But I guess we can wrap this up with, what do you think has to happen for somebody like you to come back to the game? And then maybe that helps resonate with some of the people in the comments who can then tell what would help them come back to the game and rank.
It's gonna sound really sad because I don't think it'll ever be able to happen.
Ooh.
But they'd have to reduce. Yeah, I know. They'd have to reduce the power creep back, because right now there's just so many ways you can unexpectedly die for seemingly no reason.
Yeah.
So I try to scale that back, and then the obvious one is the CC, but they're kind of getting better about that, especially with the new nerfs on PTR for Baguette and Doomfist. Oh yeah, remove Doomfist. Other than that, I wanted to go back to the way the game was, where Seagull was talking about how there was a lot of outplay, even when you had counters like McCree. It would be like a 50-50 chance if you were equally skilled, a McCree going against a Tracer, because he either hits a flashbang or a good headshot, or, you know, there's a lot of ways to outplay a counter. But now, there's not. I wanted to go back to the way where it was, I don't want to say skill-based, but you had a lot more room to outplay or get the highest value out of a character, even when you had counters on the enemy team.
More variance in gameplay rather than, hey, I picked scissors, you picked...
Yeah. None of that. I want that to get away. And the thing is, it probably won't. They probably won't do that, because the more heroes you add, the more complicated it's going to get.
Yeah.
And it's going to be harder to balance like that. I don't know if I'll ever actually go back to ranked, but I've been having fun stacking in quick play, so...
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, every new hero that was added has some kind of crowd control.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean, like, people think of crowd control like the hard stun, but if you also think about every, like, boop ability, anything that affects
literally
your
anything,
character,
yes.
Yeah.
Anything that affects the ability to move or control your character. Yeah.
Like, who was the Anna has a sleep dart. Who was the second? Sombra. I mean, you don't have to talk about Sombra.
Yeah, literally the hero dedicated to removing your ability to play the game. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Then I think the next one was Doomfist, right? Doomfist also a no-brainer. He's like all CC.
You're asking the wrong guy, man. I don't know.
And then Wrecking Ball. He juggles you by smashing. Orisa has her hold.
Dude, even Ash.
Yeah, even Ash has the boop. Yeah.
Bob.
Oh my god, Bob is crazy when he hits you. Holy shit, dude.
120 damage or something like that? I don't even know. It's ridiculous.
I mean, at least the boop isn't a hard CC, right? It's a more weapon-focused character, and the boop is like her getaway. It's like mobility and peel at the same time, so you gotta decide what you want to use it for, so I don't think it's that bad.
They changed that with Doomfist too, didn't they? Where now whenever you get booped up in the air or hit, you get your control back like midway.
Yeah, you get it after 0.6 rather than after 3 seconds, which was very extreme. So,
yeah. That's good.
I guess y'all can tell us what you think about this. We wanted to keep this one a little bit shorter than the 30-minute ones. I'm trying to get Frido on the call so we can talk about something that I'm not going to spoil yet. But for now, where can they find you, Nate, in case you ever make a video again?
Oh, feels life, man. Do I even have a custom URL on YouTube? Jesus, let me go check.
Not sure. I will link it in the end card anyway.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like, a random video.
Yeah, make it one of the good ones, please. Thank you.
Of course I will. Any closing thoughts?
I will be making a video soon, but sadly, it will be my last video for the channel. So,
oh my god. Yeah, it's a Goodbye Dirty Bone one, right?
Yeah, and I might change to a different channel, or I might just unlist all my videos and then start fresh. But we'll see. But yeah,
We'll make sure to get you here again, talk about some
Uh-huh.
things so you can get a kickstart on that.
Ooh, beautiful.
Oh, it was fun talking to you today about that, and can't wait to see the discussion.
Make sure to touch that like button and lick that bell, or whatever it is you people do here on this platform. I don't know.
And with that said, we'll see you guys next time.
Mwah.